Yeah, it was good.
Hi. Hi.
Hey everyone, welcome to first ever vlog of Humans of Tech. Today we are at GitHub Constellation in India and we are going to meet a lot of humans in tech. Let's go. So here is the place from where we can get our ID cards. I got myself one. Here it is. We are finally inside of the hotel now and here you can have some food. Let me show you. Conference is about to start, so we'll head inside of it. So now we are inside the conference room. So beautiful. Just see the vibe.
Please welcome the CEO of GitHub, Domke. Good morning. Oh, let's try that again. Good morning. Good morning.
Yashraj, the developer advocate at GitHub, kicked off the event with the super high energy. Following that, we had an inspiring session from the CEO of GitHub, Domke, talking about his tech experiences, the future of open source communities in India, and many more other things. Next, there was a session by the CEO of Namayatri on building open source mobility solutions. Then there was a panel discussion on open source for good, and it was a super insightful discussion. They were talking about how open source can help building a better world together. Post then there was a session on how to make most out of GitHub Copilot by a senior cloud solutions engineer at GitHub. I have to say that the speaker lineup at Constellation was just amazing. Then we went for a lunch. The food was really nice. Also had a great time networking with people from tech Twitter and other developer communities.
The best part obviously is the community. I get to interact with really smart people from all across the world on a regular basis, handling their issues, the problem they are facing, and getting to interact with them, I believe is the best part of my job.
You get to work with so much tech stack that is available out there, and you do not always need to rely on your team members to answer some questions. You can just search them, read the entire code base, and just find answers. And another good aspect of it is it's very community focused, so you can actually interact with your end customers directly and see what they're feeling about the product and get direct feedback. So it's really amazing.
Open source for me is collaboration and learning. You can build in public, you can learn from the best of the best in the world. You can see what others are doing and you can build on ideas. If you have got time and if you have got the patience for it, open source can really help you out.
It's always amazing, like the best projects laid out in the open. You can crack open it, see the genius minds who are at work and help them. So it's amazing.
The fact that I could get involved with a global team from the college days itself, that was the game changer. And obviously the stipend, which was quite great at that time. We used to get around like 3,000 USD for like a 3-month gig, which was fantastic for a government university student.
I think whenever I think of open source, the first thing that will come to my mind is the community. Because open source is everything because of the people that make it, It is formed, it is built, it succeeds because of how people come together, how they collaborate, how they learn from each other, how they support each other. So it's always about the people.
I think open source is liberty, open source is community. Yeah, so I think it's an opportunity to interact and collaborate globally.
The best way to contribute in the dev ecosystem. You know anything or you don't know, like you can start doing by open source. You go to your friend's project who knows project and then take out the problems. Like we know how Indians know how to take out the problems. So we go to open source, we take out the problems, get the repository done. Right now there's been a lot of projects around every language and then you know how to code it, that's all. And even if you don't know how to code, there is like an open source way to learn.
Contributing to I would say to the projects that would be useful for everyone, making things accessible for everyone.
Goodies.
Looking for someone other's code as well, like comparing our code, how others are working in those industries as well. And apart from that, yeah, interacting with all those. And that, like she said, goodies. Yeah.
Open source is when a community comes together, a bunch of enthusiasts comes together to build and develop a solution to a problem, be it as simple things, right, which can be used in your other projects, which can be imported in your production grade systems to help you with minute things that you don't have to build from scratch.
So I used to contribute to a project known as Litmus Chaos. That was one CNCF project. I have contributed to a couple of others, but I mainly work on my pet projects.
Since I contribute to Kubernetes, I'm going to say that. But a very interesting project that I did contribute to early on was around quantum computing. It was IBM's quantum computing library called Qiskit. That was a lot of fun. I had to read like a bunch of papers and understand math that was way beyond me. But that was a lot of fun.
I was an intern at Outreachy and I worked at SEP, which provide an storage service, cloud storage service, and I worked in SEP from June to August. And yeah, that's all. I was building an internal tool for it.
I started my open source contributions with Hugging Face. That was the first ever PR I would have raised. And post that, I have been actively contributing to Lightning AI and a bunch of other small repositories. Lightning AI is one of the largest which I have contributed to.
I was at GSOC mentee in RocketChat, where I build around Notion integration for RocketChat.
React Play is an open source organization that has developed a platform where users could create their own React projects and could publish them on a platform and you can call it as a replay. So it is a very great way to learn React and create amazing projects and to share it with the entire world to show as a proof of work. So it's a great open source project that
and it's open for all students and working professionals who are wanting to contribute more and get recognition. So we have got a GitHub repository as well, where we have all the projects deployed over there, and even the students from different colleges and working professionals can come there and contribute and make their way into open source. So it's like a good platform for them to start as well.
FOSS United Foundation, which is a non-profit, aims at building and strengthening the free and open source ecosystem in India, which basically means promoting open source by making people explore the option to use alternative of proprietary tools which are easy to use but not helps you in learning stuff the way it should be learned. So we have a community of more than 12-13K people across India. We exist in 10 plus cities. We do regular catch-up meetups in all of the cities where people come and showcase what they are building, what they are learning, their story, network with the people, fellow folks, fellow FOSS enthusiasts in the local cities. We give grants to the project to sustain themselves And we also have a FOSS Club program where we promote the use of FOSS in college among the students community. Yeah, there are a lot more things going like India FOSS, FOSSAC.
I have been loving the conference so far. Amazing lineup of sessions and great networking opportunity.
It was pretty awesome because the people with whom I shared my stage with, like they have done a lot of in their whole lives. So I was able to learn a lot from them. And yes, it was a great learning experience.
It's great actually. I just came here for AMA session with Thomas, and we talked a lot about maintainers, how we can sustain more and more open source projects. So I mean, so much to learn from him and other fellow open source maintainers. So
I think I would have felt so sad if I would have missed it. I was so close to not coming here. But yeah, I think when I came here, so many people recognized me. So many people came and meet me, saying that you have a page and you work at Microsoft. So yeah, it was very good. I have been to GitHub Universe as well, which sort of happens in California.
I'm interacting with a lot of folks, networking with people. So yeah, it's amazing.
So the event for me has been all about nostalgia, connecting with friends from 6 years back, 7 years back, people who I used to run with in the Delhi tech communities. So yeah, this has been a fun down the memory lane kind of event, and yeah, connecting with new folks.
When you are at any event of GitHub, it's always amazing and you learn a lot. So I recommend everyone, please, if any GitHub event is happening near you, please go and join.
It has been great. I met a lot of people, did a lot of networking, and the sessions were quite interesting.
I'm loving the conference. It's really nice. I was here at the keynote by the GitHub CEO and also by Karan, where he was demoing us GitHub Copilot. So far it's great.
Amazing. I mean, we've met so many people over here. We've networked a lot, got to know many more peeps who are in the same software development environment as we are.
So GitHub Constellation for us is like one of the best events we have been till date. It's actually pretty good, and I'm learning a lot of things, and I'm learning how much there is to learn.
This event is very nice. Like the networking here is awesome. The people here are awesome. So I believe it's a very good place to be.
Like my friends here, this is also my first time coming to an event like this. Like I hadn't expected big things to be here, but after coming to here, the different kind of experience I got.
It has been good. Had some very interesting discussions. There's some really geeky people here. So yeah, I had lots of discussions around networking, Linux, and Kubernetes.
I have met many people whom I known from Twitter and LinkedIn. So it was a great experience meeting everyone.
It was such an amazing experience meeting all developers from all experience levels, and they had some amazing stories to share, and especially our speaker lineup. There were speakers from Namayatri, from NPCI, from Kubernetes Steering Committee, and whatnot. We will see you in your own city if you could not travel to Bangalore. We will be coming near you very soon.
One is the convergence of open source and AI. It's something which is very, very exciting that Thomas spoke about, of the opportunity that is there when open source and AI can come together. And second is that the developer ecosystem in India is really, really growing. There's a huge opportunity for all of us developers to really contribute in a really big way for open source as well as everything that's happening in the world. And the third thing is also that there is a new wave of productivity that is being driven and done by AI, and also especially tools like GitHub Copilot, which is becoming so very intrinsic to how developers are working and kind of giving back to their work on. Three key main things from GitHub Constellation. Well, stay tuned. Even I don't know, but when we do know, we'll definitely announce it on x.com/GitHub India.